Hi guys, today we are going to see about that how to write a technical report. A report is a specific form of writing a document. In such, it has to explain the issues, events, and what are the findings we have done. The physical science, which is to be used by another persons or organizations. What is report writing? Report writing is a formal style of writing a topic which we are found out elaborately or we have in doing the research. Like that. Technical report. Technical report is a document that describes the process, progress, and the results of the research we have done in the technical manner or the scientific researches. Significance of report writing. Research report is considered as a major component of the research study, for the research task remains incomplete till the report has been presented. As a matter of fact, that most brilliant hypotheses highly well-designed and conducted study, and most range generalizations and findings are of little value unless they are effectively communicated to the others. Once the report is well rated, even the lesser significant of it is signified in a more brighter way. The purpose of the research is not well served unless the finding is made known to others. If the research is not useful to the others, the purpose of the research writing is not useful. The purpose of the research writing a report to require essential information for decision making. If our research paper is used by the another person, they have to make decisions based on our research. Take important decisions from the collecting information. They have to take the information from the information we have collected. The future agenda they have to use for the future researchers. Accurate research planning. Developing an outline. For writing a research paper, first we have to create an outline for how we are going to write a research paper. First, we have to choose a topic and we have to be clear with our idea of the content we are going to write in the research paper. And then the main ideas, we have to organize our ideas in a manner that the reader should understand easily, flush out main points, and we have to clearly state what are the important contents of the report, and then review and we have to format and adjust the paper. This is the final step. Mm. Importance of writing a technical report. Efficient communication. Our research should be efficiently communicated to the person who are reading our research paper. For example, the proposals, regulations, manuals, procedures, requests, progress reports, emails, memos are these are the efficient communications. Evidence for your work. But initially, we are for our graduation projects, it is not required. But for a technical product or for getting a patent for our project, we have done mm, the evidence of the project we have done. It should be required. For that, it is backed by the software. Organizes the data. Technical report is concise, factual piece of information that is aligned, designed in a standard manner, so that the reader could be easily understand the points which is more important to grasp. Tools for the evolution of your work. Professors and the supervisors are asked to be accept the technical paper we have written, so that the paper should be clear, accurate, comprehensible approach. There is two approaches, top-down approach and the down-up approach. The top-down approach, the report has to be divided into subsections, and we have to approach from the top to down, like introduction, main content, like that. We have to approach research paper, and the evolutionary deliveries. The approach is suitable if someone who believes in go with the flow. If they are, if the reader is in the has to make the decisions within 1 or 2 days, they have to read your paper, which is done in a top-down approach manner, so that the reader should be easily understand the concept. The structure of the research report, cover page. First, the cover page has to be titled, and the title page abstract. Abstract has to be 10 to 15 lines. It conveys the meaning of the whole report in that 20 to 20 lines so that the reader can read only the abstract so that they may decide if the paper is useful, if the report is useful for us or not. Dedication, if we are dedicating to any of someone, you can that. Acknowledgement, table of contents, introduction. Introduction is the brief way of telling abstract. Abstract may be 10 to 15 lines, but for the introduction, we can have 4 to 5 paragraphs of what we are going to done in that report, do write in the report, and central purpose and our contents, and then conclusion, appendix, references, references of all the papers or journals we have done to take the report or our research. Types of technical reports. There are two types: informal and formal reports. Informal reports are results of investigation and they convey information to the products or the methods and equipments. Informal lectures are more accessible to the readers, but it is not accepted by many of the journal papers. So that the, if you are working for the understanding of the reader, you can do in the informal manner. Formal reports are done to make to publish your reports in the journal papers. Mm, It is targeted for the readers so that they can easily understand if in the high-end research paper, high-end research scholars or you are looking for the concepts may look into it. Formal reports types of the formal reports, committee reports, feasibility reports, institutional reports, project reports. There are so many reports. Formal report types. Planning and preparation. How to write a report? We have to plan and prepare for writing a report. Consult the professor or colleagues. Most appropriate journal. Mm, We have to consult a person who is already wrote a report and published in some type of journals. Match your topic to the journal or vice versa. If any person available who have done a research in our topic is more useful for writing our report. One paper as a model. We have to take a one paper, at least one paper as a model for writing our report. Note down the useful points in that paper. We have to make our content in our report. It has to be different from all other papers so that we have to make the unique points in our report. Mm, we have to write in a way that even the person who is not understand the concept, who not understand the technical part, can also understand the outline of the report. English. The main content of the report writing is English. We have to clearly make the reader understand what we are telling in the report. For that, the grammar is very important. Mm, We have given some examples of how a sentence will be structured. First, subject, verb, object, and the indirect object. This is the order of the sentence. Mm. These are some examples given. I bought ice cream last night and it was really good. It is in the bracket. It and they, mm, before you introduce the noun, then the pronoun refers to. That is very important substance because, in fact, it is, yes. If we use it or they, that it or they subject should be mentioned before using the it or they. That is, they are telling. Put the direct object before the indirect object. Yes, it's also the same. State your aim before giving the reason for it. You need to develop the strategy and make decisions as to collaborate with the others or be a single player in writing a report. Structuring a paragraph for a report writing. First paragraph, first the paragraph of any section will begin with a mini summary of what we are going to tell in this paragraph, and the second sentence should be you have to go into the content directly. Mm, you should not force the reader with more the information in the single paragraph. You have to break up the long paragraphs into small paragraphs like mm, 5 to 8 lines per paragraph. Begin a new paragraph with what you are ended with the previous paragraph. That is that can make the reader is we are in the correct way. Mm, Dedicating where to put new and old information within a paragraph. Mm. New and old information in the report writing has to be made in a correct manner so that the reader can understand this is the old information and these are the advancement in that information and these are the new information. Dedicating where to put new and old information within a sentence. That is within a paragraph and this is within a sentence. English, which is the international language of communication, is now studied by 1.1 billion people. English, which is now studied by 1.1 billion sophistication, is the international language of communication. Between these two sentences, the second sentence is correct because the international language of communication is the newer information, and the older information is that 1.1 billion people are already using English as a language, communication language. Link each sentence by moving a general concept to increasingly more specific concepts. These are the examples for the some of the English sentence by making. Concluding a pattern. Avoid redundancy. Redundancy means if one paragraph is completed, then we have to end with some of the summary or examples of that paragraph. And during the next paragraph, we have to start with that previous paragraph, and then we have to go with the flow. Like that, because of this happens. Like that, we have to go, and we should not start. We should not unclear manner. We should not. Start a new paragraph in unclear manner that it has no connection with the previous paragraph that we don't do always. It has to be clear and logically linked to the previous paragraph. Breaking up a long sentence or a long paragraph. For breaking a long sentence, first we have to find out it is a long sentence or a long paragraph, and first we have to understand what is in the paragraph so that we can break the paragraph or break the sentence into two or more paragraphs. Mm, Sentence being avoided for more than in a sentence more than 30 words is considered as a long sentence. So we have to understand the sentence and break into multiple short sentences so that the reader can understand easily. Mm, mm. Avoiding extra information in a paragraph, it has to be reduced in a single sentence. If we are adding extra information, it has to be in a new sentence or it has to be in a new paragraph. These are some of the examples of the our sentence would be highlighting the findings. Begin a new paragraph with highlighting something important which is relatable to the previous paragraph. The shorter sentence, as we are told, shorter sentence and shorter paragraph has to be used. Mm, and use the dynamic language to talk about your key findings. We have to be dynamic. Our sentence has to be dynamic in nature. Discussing your limitations. Talk about your weaknesses, not just your strengths. Do not make the referee suspect any bias in your work. We in our report we don't write always the positive things. We have also add some of the negative things in the paper that because of this I cannot do this. Like that, we can add present your limitations in a positive language. We have to be positive, but also we have to tell our weakness. In our report and our wordings, we have to choose the correct wordings in a way that it should not convey any negative meaning to the readers. At the same time, we have to say our weaknesses. Like that, we have to tell that. Mm, mm, most of the reports our limitations should be added in the final few paragraphs or final sentences. Mm, Styling of a reporter. For a formal reporter, avoid our local or slang words like use cannot instead of can't. That personal mail, personal words don't use the informal words. Avoid third person tones and avoid passive tones. Use mostly use active active sentence, active phrasing. Two sentences should not be linked through a comma. We should not connect two sentences with a comma. Better make the two sentences separate. Yes, avoid using the passive voices. Use only active voices. Tenses should be carefully applied. Use present for something that is not viable. And the past for something is not applicable. In our report writing, mostly we have to use the present tense for the work we are doing, and which is not applicable or which is already done, use the past tense. Data should be kept in mind while writing. Avoid giving them instructions. Report should be in such a way that what is the work we have done, it should be in that report, not the way not the way that we have to give instructions to the reader. Provisionally issued, okay. Abbreviation should be avoided. Abbreviation should be avoided, but if used, the full form should be mentioned earlier using the abbreviations. Mm. And some of the are understand the difference between the number and the bullet list. Number list should be used when we are explaining something in a sequence manner, and bullets are used in during the points which are not required to be in the sequence. Preliminary pages title should be named in the small Roman numerals. The page number should be in the Roman numerals for the title of structure preface, and for the content pages, the page number should be in the Arabic numerals 1 to 3. The separate long text in those small letters that we have already told. Do not incorporate too many fonts. If in the report writing, if you use too many fonts, the reader may not be interested to look into the paper. Mm, Start with 2 to 3 fonts maximum, and standard font. Use standard fonts like Times New Roman, Calibri with the font size of 12 or 10 to 12. Use bold for headlines. Thank you.